Have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, but you're too scared to start it? You're just waiting for the perfect time? Well, this video is for you. Hello everyone, my name is Pasta Boss, PTB, whatever you want to call me. I have been doing this for 3-4 years of my life. I started in 2019. Roughly, I started this channel in 2012. And I was making dead-end content. I was making World of Warcraft content. And then finally, I switched to reactions in 2019. And my channel has been taken off recently. It's been growing small. It's a small growing. But I had a creator that basically told me that I should switch what I'm doing. And I did that. And ever since, I've been here doing reactions and album reviews and covers and everything else. So shout out goes to FYM, man. Without him, I would not be here. I would honestly not be making videos. Tip number 1, find your niche. Your niche is your topic, your subjects of what you want to talk about to your viewers, to the community on YouTube. Make sure you pick a good niche that people will follow you. They will understand you. They will get you. Me, I chose WoW at first, and then I switched to music. Because everyone loves music, right? All kinds of music. There is no certain music that I will not do on my channel. I have literally done everything. I've done rap, I've done metal, I've done country, I've done it all. I've done opera. But you should never limit yourself on what type of music or what type of stuff you talk about. Because if you limit yourself on a niche on a actual topic, I'm sorry, I'm not reading a script right now. You limit yourself to an audience that only is going to watch that type of music, and there's not a lot of audience that will just listen to that type of music that you want to do. Look outside the box, reach outside the box, and ask yourself, is this what you want to do for a side job? Is this what you do for a career? And maybe one day you'd be a millionaire. You never know. But finding your niche is definitely the number one subject, the number one topic. This is so important for your channel. For me, I chose to do reactions, covers, lessons, and finally album reviews. Those are my 4 niches. I do WoW content on the side, but not really too much. I started my channel at first on industrial and nu metal, were the 2 types of music I would review. I wouldn't do anything else. And then it gradually progressed into metalcore, into opera, into rap, into country, into, folk music. It doesn't matter. I branched out because so many people were asking for me to branch out. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I'm going to give you what my viewers want. Then that leads me to number 2. Tip number 2. Is to listen to your viewers, connect with your viewers on a personal level. That's right. I don't care if they're Patreon, I don't care if they're Discord, I don't care if they're comments. Connect with all your viewers that you can. There's gonna be a lot of people you'll be talking to, and it's a very busy job. I will tell you that. But make sure you connect with your viewers, because if you don't connect with your viewers, you don't build rapport, and rapport doesn't let you build a network of friends, of acquaintances, of people that you love talking to music about. Like for me, I have my coworker, which is a Mintus, and I hired him after he's been on my Patreon for about 1.5 years now, and I hired him to help me network and get some of these videos out to you guys. But yeah, connect with your viewers. That's tip number 2. Number 3, start a Patreon. Now, a lot of people will disagree with this one. Starting a Patreon is very kind of self-bias based, but you basically have to learn how to manage a business doing Patreon. It's very, very hard. I had workloads which were very, very high workloads, very stressful workloads, like really, really stressful. Like I was doing 3 Patreon requests for a $5 tier. And yeah, that had to stop, because obviously I get more Patreons, it's going to be a lot more work. I finally came up with the idea behind Patreon of WoW. So I incorporated WoW into my Patreon and basically made the tiers about WoW, like Ghouls, Lich King, Death King, or sorry, Death Knight, the Four Horsemen, all that stuff. And then it allowed me to come up with a template on how I want to run my business, my Patreon. And eventually I hired a coworker to help me do networking, to help me do stuff. And he's been helping me ever since. And shout out goes to Mintus. Thank you, brother. Number 4. If it feels like a job, lessen your workload. Why do I say this? It's because I started this for fun, right? I did this on the side for fun. I did this just to have fun, you know? If you feel like you are working a second job while you're doing this, then please take time, ask yourself why you started, why are you still here doing this, and just take a chill pill. You're going to get stressed. This is a very stressful job. There's a lot of people you're going to talk to, a lot of bands you're going to connect with, a lot of creators you're going to connect with. There's a lot of scam emails that you'll get and everything. But take a deep breath and ask yourself, why did you start this business? Tip number 5, get ready for a long road. This is a long journey. I've been doing this for almost 4 years, and I'm not even at 20,000 subscribers. There's days where I just want to give up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have had several days where I just wanted to give up on this. And I've talked to my wife, I've talked to my friends about it, and they're like, dude, you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing and doing this. I was like, you're right, I got to. But there's just days you just don't even want to make a video. Like, you can ask any creator out there. There are days out there where you don't want to fucking do it because it feels like you have to do it in a certain time limit. Especially if you give your patrons or if you give your viewers a monthly thing that you promise that you'll do something monthly. You have to keep that promise. I'm an Italian man. I keep my word. A man keeps his word no matter what. So it's very hard to keep your word for several thousand people, but I try to manage the best I can. Number 6, sacrifice time. Sacrifice time is probably the most important tip in this video that you will view today. This is without a doubt the most dangerous. If you lose time with your family, if you lose time with your friends, if you lose time of work, if you do this all night long and don't go to work the next morning, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your career. It's gonna hurt your job. It's gonna hurt your future. So make sure you have time management when it comes to this stuff. I try to do everything late at night when my son sleeps and my wife's watching like Hallmark movies or some shit like that. But yeah, I try to do that often. And that's whenever I normally get all this stuff done. That's when I'm making this video as well. Get in contact with other creators. To me, one of the most important things to me, starting this business, starting this career, this hobby, is to get in contact with other similar creators. I've been in contact with artists. I've been in contact with bands. I've been in contact with streamers, reviewers, reactors, you name it. I've even done podcasts. Branch yourself out, discover other people, find out other people that what they do. You know, don't be afraid to talk to people. And that leads me to my next tip. Be a people person. If you are not a people person, this job is not going to be good for you because you have to be a people person to understand this community that you work for. In my personal opinion, that's how I feel about it. A lot of creators will disagree with this comment, but at the same time, being a people person really does help you connect with your audiences, whether it be Discord patrons or commenters. Or Twitch. Get editing software and get good at it by trial and error. At first, when I started editing, I was absolutely horrible. If you go back and watch my World of Warcraft videos, the top 3 mounts and all that shit, all the older stuff, it's pretty shitty. It's pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. But I learned over time. I watched videos, I read books. That's kind of a lie. I don't like reading books. So I watched videos constantly on Reaper. I've watched videos on DaVinci Resolve. I watched videos on analytics, whatever it be. Watch videos. That's what they're there for. They're there for to teach you how to be a better creator. Ignore negative comments, kill them with kindness attitude. This is a very important one. When I first started, I had so many negative comments on so many videos, and I panicked. I basically told people to fuck off, told people go fuck themselves, all that stuff. You can't do that. The reason why is because you want to build rapport. You want a good attitude with your whole audience. You really do. You want a good attitude. If you don't have a good attitude, people are not gonna like you. And believe me when I tell you this, a whole community stopped following me because of one person. So make sure you are good at what you do. Be positive, no matter what. Even if just be positive. If someone tells you, "Oh, your video really was terrible. You're terrible at singing. You're a terrible guitar player," all I say is, "Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it." Kill them with kindness. Perfect example. The final tip: be unique. Do not copy other creators. Do not copy other channels. You can get some tips from them, but don't completely copy them. There's several creators that have different extra stuff that they do for their channel. For me, I do avatars for my Patreons. So for my patrons, I add effects onto my videos. I add color grading onto my videos. I add different fonts when it comes to album reviews and reactions sometimes. And I do special little stuff in Discord, like wheel spins and stuff. Be unique. Find your calm, your area, but don't go overboard. Be unique, don't go overboard. I encourage every single one of you that watch this video to start your YouTube. And if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to put it in the comments. Come to our Discord, reach out to us, please. Because I want to see every one of you watching this video be successful in no matter what you do. Thank you for watching.